Hi everyone, my name is Hien. Very happy that you make your time to come to our office today. And I think these pieces of information is quite useful for anyone who want to purchase property in Vietnam and still very confused about how it works. What can you buy? Where can you buy? And how do you make payment and things like that. And you know, in 2017 to 2018, it was our golden time of real estate in Vietnam. Can anyone guess why? It was very vibrant. Everything goes up so fast. Everything just like so busy and well sold. Do you briefly know why is it like that? Okay, I will answer to save time. It's partly because the law changed. In July 2015, the law for Vietnam housing law for foreign buyers changed. So since then, the border opened, the government make it easy for foreigners to come into Vietnam to actually buy and own Vietnam properties equally as Vietnamese people. So what's changed? Let's go through that. Okay, so let's take a mark of July 2015. Yeah, so it's briefly 7 years ago, nearly 7 years ago. Who can buy? Before July 2015, you have to stay in Vietnam and have worked here for at least 1 year. And also you have to meet other criteria to be able to buy and own property. Now, after July 2015, anyone can buy as long as you are allowed to enter Vietnam with a stamp on your visa. Yeah, very easy. Okay. What can you buy? Before, you can only buy apartment. But after that, you can actually buy apartments and landed properties. Which I mean here is apartments and landed properties within a compound. You can't just go on the street and, oh, I like this house, and you buy directly from the owner. You can't do that, unfortunately, but you can go into a compound developed by a proper developers, and you can actually buy landed houses these days. The most important thing is, even though you can buy, but there is a limit. 30% of total units in one apartment development. For example, we have 1,000 apartments. Foreigners can own up to 300 units. That's it. In case 300 units is over, you can still buy, of course, but you buy under long-term lease. Yeah. 10% of total landed project in a home villa compound, and 250 units landed property units in one administrative ward. Yeah, if you have any question, you can throw it to me in the end of this session. Yeah, I know it's a little bit confusing, but it's in fact not so much. Yeah, really easy to understand. Duration of ownership. Before, only restricted to 50 years. Now, I pressed the wrong button. Yeah. Now 50 years and can be extended to another 50 years, in fact. So when 50 years expire, what you do is the government, they will apply a new period of ownership for you. But of course, you will have to pay some extra fee for that, but it can be extended up to another 50 years. Yeah. Purpose of use. Before July 2015, only to stay. You buy and you stay in it. Now, you can actually do anything you want with that because it's your property. You can use for occupying, sales, lease, inheritance, mortgage, and donation. So I think literally you have all the right as a local here. As a foreigner, you have a little bit even more advantages compared to local, and I will tell you about that later. What are the taxes involved? Very important. So we have tax on purchase, This is a must. The VAT is 10%. It's applied for both local and foreign buyers, same. The second important one is maintenance fee. So this one is used for maintain the commonly used area of the home project, so it can be in good condition, and it's just a one-time pay. You pay based on the original price of the apartment, just one time, together with the VAT. And the last one is the registration fee for your ownership certificate, 0.5% to the government. Yeah, that's it. Tax on purchase. Second tax is very important. Of course, everyone who owns Vietnam property always want to resell your property later, yeah, I guess. So you should know that there's some tax. If you resell your property, personal income tax is 2% based on the transacted value. Yeah, you can ask your agent to, you can authorize your agent to pay tax for you at the district level tax bureau. Second, the third one is tax on leasing, and this is not so much actually. It's just VAT and PIT, 10% totally, very easy. Payment scheme. Okay, how do you pay? First of all, it's a law. It's a rule that you have to open a bank account in Vietnam. So it's recommended you to open a bank account that is familiar with foreign buyers buying properties in Vietnam. I would suggest Standard Chartered, UOB, HSBC. They are very familiar with that. And payment scheme is agreed between developers and buyers and will last for a period of time, usually from 1 year, 2 years to 3 years, sometimes up to 4 years. So split into very small installments and you just follow it. Very easy. So you transfer money to your bank account in Vietnam and make payment from that bank account to developers here. So in terms of late payment, usually average penalty is around 1.5% per month. And in case you fail to pay completely, the developer have the right to terminate the SPA, the sales and purchase agreement, and have a forfeit amount up to 30% of the property value. Yeah. Okay. Handover process. Usually before around 2 weeks, around 3 to 2 weeks, up to the handover date, the developer will give you a handover notice. And you will make your time, come to the property, get your keys, check all of the defects, times to fix all of the defects, and that's it. Sign the handover minutes. And after that, you can just sign other contracts like electricity, Wi-Fi, anything like that, application to the government and stuff like that. If you're not in Vietnam, you can authorize your agent to do this for you. And they usually hold the keys for you as well. Completely safe. How do you find tenants? Of course, you can get help from your agent again. That's why it is extremely important to, from the beginning, work with an experienced agent, trustworthy and experienced agent, because you will really need them a lot. If you want to buy for investment, you need them to take handover, find tenants for you, resell your apartment later, pay tax for you, collect money from renting as well. So they will help you to find your tenants, help you to collect the money, help you to arrange everything to keep the apartment in good shape, and help the tenant with everything. So it's a home process. Yeah. You can also find it yourself as well, the tenants, if you have time for that. Transaction process. This is one of the most important thing in my presentation. So I make it short for you. It's very simple. First step is to choose the apartment you like and then make a deposit. Usually at this stage, you can make it directly from your bank account overseas because it's such a small number, it's around 10%. So it doesn't really matter. You can make it from your overseas bank account. But if you have a bank account here, make it from bank account here, yeah. Deposit, step 2, sign the deposit agreement. Step 3, come to Vietnam, open a local bank account. If you are not in Vietnam, Standard Chartered and UOB can help you to open it from overseas. Depends on the country you're from. Usually Asia country, you can just open it from your country, no problem. Step 4, you have to come to Vietnam. This is a must. If you are not here in Vietnam, you can't do this. So you come, you present here physically, sign the sales and purchase agreement. In the COVID time, I have a lot of cases from my client that cannot come to Vietnam. And it's time to sign. So what they do is usually the developer, they will send overseas long-term lease contract. It's either long-term lease contract or the extension of the deposit agreement. So my client will sign saying that they will come to Vietnam later to sign SPA. So you can actually delay this. This is no problem. But to be able to sign this contract, which is one of the most important contracts in your property ownership, you have to be here in Vietnam. Yeah, this is the law. Okay. Then follow the payment schedule as agreed with developer. Hand over 2 weeks before that, you will receive your emails, the handover minutes. And last but not least, cooperate with your agent to take handover and leasing or resell if you need to. Last one, how can you get out of this? How can you get back your money? Of course, is to resell. And what is the advantage as a foreigner? Like I mentioned before, you have a lot of advantage because as a foreigner, you can resell it to both local and foreigner. As us local, we can't resell it to foreigners. So you have the niche market. You hold the SBA in your hand, a limited stock, and you resell it to foreigners. The demand is always so high. And you are always the one in charge. Like, I don't want to sell. I want to put the price up, or I want to put it down, or I want to hold. It's up to you because it's such a limited stock. And you know, such a very advantage position for you. The duration though of ownership will be deducted from the new buyers. Resell to Vietnamese. If you resell to a Vietnamese or a foreigner who married to a Vietnamese, automatically become freehold. Yeah, that's it. Thank you. And the next part is I would like to introduce Ms. Hien, our director, will guide you through the market update.